hereafter in the ball game, the penalty is on the defense.
The last part of that explanation was interesting.
Yeah, this is one of those plays where Casillas jumps offside 75. Eric Floyd is 61. He flinches back because he thinks the guy's coming. His job is to protect the quarterback. But the interesting part is what Tom White said, is this, if this happens again, if Casillas or any of the other Cowboys jumps offside and an offensive player moves, the call will go against Dallas.
On second down, Cunningham, right side. Cameron Smith, the #1 draft choice, makes the tackle of Calvin Williams. Smith from Texas A&M grew up in Orange, Texas, where he said his father was a Cowboy fan, but his mother was an Oiler fan.
I asked him if we could see his father in the crowd today wearing a blue 26. He said, well, you will definitely hear his presence because he is all for us today.
That's the end of the first quarter with the score, Dallas 7 and the Philadelphia Eagles 3. We begin quarter number 2 of the divisional playoff between the Dallas Cowboys and the Philadelphia Eagles from Texas Stadium. Vern Lundquist along with Dan Fouts. A 3rd down and 10. And the Philadelphia Eagles go with their ace formation. That's Byers in motion. A 4-man rush. Cunningham pumps, flips it out. It's hit again. And Haley was in his face. I'm not sure if Haley got a deflection or not.
I believe it was Leon Lett, big number 78, who goes about 6'6". This is one of the reasons why the Cowboys are the best in the NFL on 3rd down conversions. Watch Lett just stick that left hand up there and snuff it. That's 0 for 3 now for the Eagles on 3rd down.
That brings on Jeff Feagles, who makes an art out of high, deep kicks. Low snap. And you say that, and this is a wobbly line drive, but it gets a heck of an Eagle bounce and limps inside the 20 and is down at the 17-yard line. The Dallas Cowboys have a 7-3 lead on the strength of a 2-yard touchdown catch by Derek Tennell. Cowboys have both the lead and the ball, and they've not yet seen Andre Waters on defense. Waters, who has been out with a broken fibula most of the season and was rather vocal. He's taken the passive approach with the sign on his head. At least it doesn't say Roselle. He won't be fined for that like Jimmy McMahon was once.
And I know you can quote
Psalm 70?
Yes, sir.
No, I worked on Leviticus 14:34 this morning. I skipped that one. 1st down and 10. Andre Waters, of course, has been very vocal about his pending confrontation with Emmitt Smith after the first game on Monday night. Here's the call.
Ball start. Number 61 offense. 5 yards. Still 1st down.
Nate Newton.
Kotite told us last night that he doesn't really expect Andre to play a whole lot. His leg is sound, but he's just not in football shape. He may be the highest paid cheerleader, though, as he's already riled things up both here in Dallas and in Philly.
1st down and 15. Cowboys lead it 7-3. Emmitt Smith, the object of Andre Waters' ire. Emmitt Smith said he was staying out of it. He had said what he had to say after the Monday night game. And if you somehow had been traveling to Mars, what he said was that he considered Andre Waters the dirtiest player in the National Football League. And that is not an opinion that Emmitt Smith has by himself.
And I'm not sure that Andre doesn't like that reputation.
I believe he gets a lot of emotion and inspiration off of it.
Yeah, his nickname is Dirty Waters.
2nd and 16. 7-3 Dallas. Aikman across the middle. Whoa. Darrell Johnston, the intended receiver. No flag. That was William Thomas.
This is Troy Aikman's first playoff start, Vern, and he's throwing the ball a little bit hot in this first half. He's missed a couple of times. He's 2 out of 5, but a lot of his misses have been high. This one goes right between the hands of Johnston, and William Thomas was all over his back but didn't get the call.
3rd down and 16. 7-3 Dallas. Three wide receivers, Kelvin Martin in the slot, followed by Eric Allen defensively. They hand it off, and they'll punt it. Seth Joyner makes the tackle, a gain of 3.
That gives an indication of what Johnson wants from his offense today. Don't be afraid if you're in a backed up situation like this to just run the ball. We'll kick it back to Philadelphia, then we'll go play defense. What he doesn't want is what happened in the first game against these two teams when the Cowboys turned it over 4 times.
Eagles send 2 men back, Sikahema and Jeff Seidner. Mike Saxon with a 43-yard average. He's one of the older Cowboys in terms of length of service. And it's a line drive punt. Joe Avisano was worried about that. It's been a problem, and here's the contact made at the 50. Mike Saxon went through a period in the middle of the season when the average hang time on his punts was 3.3 to 3.6. That is not acceptable in this league. He'd improved recently, but that one was costly.
This game summary is sponsored by McDonald's.
Randall Cunningham off to a nice start for the Eagles. Derek Tennell scored the only touchdown we've seen in the game, and Emmitt Smith, who had 163 yards the last time these two teams met, has 29 thus far in the game. David Wannstedt, the defensive coordinator of the Dallas Cowboys.
And his main concern today is what he's seen the last couple weeks out of the Eagle wide receivers is their athletic ability. This catch by Barnett between 2 Saint defenders is as good as you'll ever see. And they worked very hard against that type of play in practice. Larry Brown and Kevin Smith were told by Wannstedt to play the ball more. Don't play the receiver so much. If the ball is up for grabs, you go get it. Don't let him have it.
Richie Kotite also said, we will take our shots. They might now. 1st and 10 at midfield. 7-3, and Cunningham on play action. Goes deep, and it's for Barnett, who has to adjust his route. It was a little bit to the outside, and it's incomplete.
You know, it looked like to me, Vern, that Barnett had trouble picking this ball up. This is a difficult stadium to see balls sometimes because of this hole in the roof. You're adjusting, you're trying to outrun the defensive back, and he doesn't pick this ball up until he's almost 40 yards down the field. Good coverage by the Cowboys.
2nd down and 10. Heath Sherman comes in now, and they go back to the ace set with Mo Johnson as an extra tight end. Sherman gets the handoff and finds Robert Jones draped all over him. The middle linebacker, #1 draft pick out of East Carolina. Only the 2nd rookie to ever start at that spot for the Dallas Cowboys. The other guy wore the same number. His name was Leroy Jordan.
Well, this play is a case of just the center knowing what the snap count is. Or maybe he doesn't know what it is because he's going to snap it and then everybody moves. Eagles timing way out of sync on that 2nd down play.
3rd down and 8. Make it 3rd and 9. 7-3 Dallas. Shotgun. 4-man rush with a corner blitz, and the ball is short. Byers with the catch. Interesting defensive tactic by Wannstedt. He had Kenneth Gant coming on a blitz from the corner and Woodson coming, but they were 2 outside men making only a 4-man rush.
And the heavyweights are busy fighting, Vern. See, they let the little defensive backs come on the pass rush. And those big defensive linemen, their job is to go out there and knock somebody down in the secondary. Watch the blitz from this side here as they exchange responsibilities. The defensive tackles just drop right out of there, and that's why Dave Wannstedt is being courted by a few teams that are looking for head coaches. Very creative, and he has coached the #1 defense in the NFL this year.
Heath Sherman is in the lineup as the up back, but they will snap the punt and kick it away. Nice high kick by Fiegels. And it takes a Philadelphia roll. What a punt by Jeff Fiegels, who was signed by Jimmy Johnson out of a kicking camp after his senior year at a small Catholic high school in Phoenix, Arizona. Jeff Fiegels could not have done it better. Cowboys have the ball at their own 1.